So I'm thinking about some of the other things I that I hear from folks. There's a lot of different tools that we use. So we talked about Roth conversions. The other Roth-like vehicle is properly structured cash value life insurance, what you refer to as life insurance retirement plans. There's a lot of conversation out there. I know you do this yourself. I have a LARP that I fund myself and one for my wife, and I think it's a great tool. But why is it why is it that you find so much negativity out there on the internet from the Dave Ramseys and you pick it, all the folks out there that are calling
Yeah.
themselves
Well,
experts?
there's a couple reasons why, you're likely to go home and Google life insurance retirement plan or cash value life insurance. I mean, you're just going to get a barrage of negativity. First of all, you have a lot of people out there on social media who are one size fits all financial
Mhm.
advisors who basically, when you strip it down to the bare essence of what they are, they're trying to sell you a life insurance policy. And
Mhm.
so, because they're only licensed to sell you life insurance, they must, by definition, denigrate every other alternative. And so, what they're doing is they're saying this index universal life, for example, is a stock market alternative. Take money that you would have otherwise contributed to your 401k, contribute it to an IUL, and it's going to, give you more return for less risk over time, distribute more money in a tax-free way. Plus, it's all got all these other benefits. Now, there's always, truth that's shrouded in a bit of falsehood there. And I think that this is what's made so many people skeptical over time about these types of cash value life insurance policies, because they're being sold in the wrong way. They're being overpromised and under delivered. And there's this real temptation to conflate bad advisors with bad products. Okay. So
Mhm.
just because somebody is scammy or sleazy and they're selling something to you doesn't, by definition, um, you know, uh, taint whatever product is they're trying to sell you. So that's one thing. There's a lot of sort of scammy, sleazy, one size fits all advisors out there who are trying to railroad a product down your throat. So that's one part. But the other part is that there is a whole cadre of financial gurus, and I've got a book coming out in December that can be pre-ordered on Amazon now. It's called The Guru Gap: How America's Financial Advisors Are Leading You Astray and How to Get Back on Track. And one of the cases that I try to make in this book is that because financial gurus like Dave Ramsey, Susie Orman, Ken Fisher, Clark Howard, Ramit Sethi, they're all trying to appeal to as vast an audience as they possibly can. Okay.
Mhm.
And if they were to say, for example, that a given financial solution fits with prospect A, B, and C, but not prospect D, E, and F, now all of a sudden people are saying, oh, so what you're saying is, in order to wring the most efficiency from my retirement savings, I have to have a customized plan. What
Mhm.
you're telling me may not necessarily fit for my situation. And I've got to actually get some advice from a real, you
Mhm.
know, advisor who can customize and give me a tailored plan for my particular needs. This is the last thing that Dave Ramsey, Susie Orman, these types of people want you to know. In fact, a
Right.
lot of them are actually out there. Dave Ramsey's got his own SmartBuster Pros, but Ramit Sethi, for example, he hates financial advisors. So they're actively, Clark Howard hates financial advisors, actively denigrating financial advisors. Why? Because in the very moment that you decide that these financial gurus can no longer give you the customized advice that you need, then they're going to go off somewhere else. And now you've lost somebody from your tribe. You've lost one of your
Mhm.
listeners because he no longer believes that what you're preaching has a specific application what they do. And so what they do is they tend to package their advice in one size fits all, black and white, paint by the numbers sort of approach. And that's very much by definition. They all of those listeners have to feel like, wow, Dave is talking to me.
Yeah.
Susie is talking to me. This is the one stop shop. This is one size fits all. All I got to do is listen to what these people are telling me, and I'm going to get the advice that I need. And so, uh, cash value life insurance is a nuanced sort of a financial tool. It doesn't fit in every situation, but
Mhm.
it does fit in some situations. And that type of nuanced advice and nuanced fit for a financial tool does not mesh well with what Dave Ramsey and Susie Orman try to do. So they have to sort of give a sweeping condemnation of whatever we're talking about. And I think
Yeah.
that that's too bad, because cash value life insurance does have a number of applications that can be used to help the average American wring more efficiency out of their retirement plan. In other words, if you neglect these financial tools that can be broadly condemned by these financial gurus, you will actually run out of money quicker than you otherwise anticipated, because these tools can actually serve to stretch your money out over a longer period of time. And so it's just a shame that it's sort of come to this, but part of the reason I wrote my book that's coming out is to sort of set the record straight on these types of tools.
Yeah, and it is really important. I remember early in my career, I worked at a firm called Payne Weber, which became UBS, and it was an investment management firm, which most of them are. Honestly, the large firms do very, very little with true financial planning, and that's not a knock. It's just a reality of it. But I remember having a conversation with a friend of mine who had also gotten into the financial services industry with another firm, and he was using annuities in his planning. And I was railing on this fella about how he was doing the wrong things for these clients, and how can he sleep at night using these annuities and whatnot. And then one day, a fella came into the office at Payne Weber at UBS and got my ear for 10 minutes and talked to me about an annuity that was available at the time. And I went to my manager's office and I said, tell me why this is bad. And long story short, we compared the investment program that the company was pushing at the time heavily with the annuity that had a money back guarantee to the clients, now albeit over a period of 7 years, but still had the ability to have growth, but had the money to come back to the client. This was in 2001. And if you may remember, the markets were pretty far down at that point, right? The investment strategy that the investment firm offered was actually about 0.5% more expensive than the annuity. So that really opened my mind to say, I have to do my own independent research and stop just listening to people about things that are good and things that are bad.
Folks, my upcoming book, The Guru Gap, How America's Financial Gurus Are Leading You Astray and How to Get Back on Track, is now available for pre-order on Amazon. Take the opportunity to order your copy today. Also, in the next 10 years, I'm looking to put 1 million Americans on the road to the 0% tax bracket. If you would like some help implementing a balanced, comprehensive approach to tax-free retirement that shields you from the impact of higher taxes down the road, head on over to davidmcknight.com and click on the Connect with an Advisor button. I'm happy to refer you to an advisor in the Power Zero network that has been trained, vetted, and qualified personally by me. If you're a financial professional and want to learn how to become a certified Power Zero advisor, head over to powerzero.com and opt into my free video series. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them into the comments section below. I'll respond to every single one of them personally. And don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the bell so you never miss a video. This is David McKnight. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.